My dear countrymen, Namaskar. Today I am expressing Mann Ki Baat at a time when Corona is testing our patience. It is testing the limits of all of us at enduring misery. Many of our near and dear ones have left us untimely. After successfully confronting the first wave of Corona, the country was full of enthusiasm, full of self-confidence, but this storm has shaken the country. Friends, in the days gone by, to tide over this crisis, I had long deliberations with experts from myriad sectors. People from our pharma industry, vaccine manufacturers, those connected with oxygen production, experts from the medical field, have put forth their valuable suggestions to the government. This time, for emerging victorious in this battle, we have to accord priority to expert and scientific advice. The Government of India is applying its entire might to give a fillip to the endeavours of state governments. The state governments too are trying their best to fulfill their responsibilities. Friends, presently, the country's doctors and health workers are waging a colossal battle against Corona. Over the past 1 year, they have undergone varied experiences. Joining us at the moment is the well-known Dr. Shashank Joshi ji from Mumbai. Dr. Shashank ji has immense grassroots level experience in the field of treatment of Corona and allied research. He's also been the Dean of the Indian College of Physicians. Let's speak to Dr. Shashank. Namaskar, Dr. Shashank ji.
Namaskar, sir.
Just recently had got an opportunity to speak to you. I'd like the clarity in your thoughts. I felt all citizens of the country should know about your thoughts. From what we used to hear, I present it before you in the form of a question. Dr. Shashank, all of you are deeply involved at the moment in saving lives, day and night. First of all, I'd like you to tell people about the second wave. How different it is medically. What precautions are necessary?
Thank you, sir. This second deluge that has come in rapidly, this virus is faster moving than the first wave. But the good thing is that the recovery rate is higher and mortality pretty low. There are 2-3 differences here. The first is, to an extent it has been observed in youth and children too, and the symptoms like the earlier one, breathlessness, dry cough, fever, all these are there. Along with it, loss of smell and taste are also there. And people are a bit scared. There is absolutely no need of being scared. 80 to 90% people do not show any of these symptoms. What they call mutation, there is no need to be afraid of that. These mutations keep on happening. The way we change our clothes, the virus keeps changing its colors. Hence, there is nothing to fear, and we shall overcome this wave too. Waves keep coming and going. The virus keeps coming and going. These are the various symptoms and we have to be alert medically. COVID has a 14 to 21 days timetable in which we should avail of the doctor's advice.
Dr. Shashank, the analysis that you mentioned is interesting for me too. I've received many letters containing numerous apprehensions of people regarding treatment. The demand for certain medicines is very high. That's why I want you to tell people about the treatment of COVID as well.
Yes, sir. People start clinical treatment very late in the belief that the illness will subside on its own. They believe in what they keep watching on their mobile feeds. If they abide by information provided by the government, they will not face these difficulties. In COVID, the clinical treatment protocol has magnitude of 3 types: light or mild COVID, medium or moderate COVID, and intense, what is called severe COVID. In the case of mild COVID, we do oxygen monitoring, pulse monitoring, and fever monitoring. If the fever rises, sometimes we use medicines like paracetamol, and one should consult a doctor. In the case of moderate or severe COVID, it is extremely important to contact the doctor. Correct and inexpensive medicines are available. Steroids can save life, inhalers can be given, tablets can be given. And along with that, oxygen has to be administered. There are many simple treatments available, but often what is happening is there is a new experimental medicine called remdesivir. But one thing about this medicine is that one has to stay 2-3 days lesser in the hospital and it aids in clinical recovery. And this medicine too works only when it is taken in the first 9 to 10 days. And it is to be taken only for 5 days. The way people are running after remdesivir, they should stop doing that. This medicine has limited role. It should be taken only when people are put on oxygen in a hospital, strictly as per doctor's advice. It is important for all people to understand this. If we do pranayam, our lungs will expand a bit. And there is an injection available for thinning blood. It is called heparin. If these simple medicines are given, 98% people recover. So, staying positive is very important. It is imperative that treatment protocol is as per the doctor's advice, and it is not at all required to run after all these expensive medications. Sir, we have excellent treatments. We have oxygen, we have ventilator facilities, we have everything, sir. Whenever this medicine is available, it should be given only to appropriate people. On this, many myths are doing the rounds. Sir, I want to clarify that we have the world's best treatment available. You will see that India has the best recovery rate. If you compare Europe, America, our patients are recovering through our treatment protocols.
Dr. Shashank, many thanks to you. The pieces of information that Dr. Shashank gave us are very important and useful for all of us. Friends, I urge all of you, if you need any information, if you have any apprehension, get the information only from the correct source. You can consult your family doctor or doctors in the neighborhood on the phone. I'm noticing that many of our doctors are taking upon themselves this responsibility on their own. Many doctors are providing information to people through social media. They're counseling on phone and WhatsApp. Many hospitals have websites where information is available. There you can seek advice of doctors too. This is commendable. Joining me is Dr. Naveed Nazir Shah from Srinagar. Dr. Naveed is a professor at a government medical college in Srinagar. Naveed ji has cured many a corona patient under his supervision. In this holy month of Ramadan, Dr. Naveed is performing his duty and has also taken out time to talk to us. Come, let's speak to him. Naveed ji, namaskar.
Namaskar, sir.
Dr. Naveed, during these difficult times, our listeners of Mann Ki Baat have raised the question of panic management. Through your experience, what will you answer them?
See, when Corona began, the first hospital in Kashmir to be designated as COVID hospital was a city hospital, which comes under a medical college. The atmosphere then was that of fear. At least in people, it was so. They used to feel that perhaps if a person contracts COVID, it would be taken as a death sentence. And amidst that, the doctors and paramedical staff working at our hospital also underwent that sense of fear. How will we face these patients? Aren't we at a risk of contracting the infection? But as time passed, we too observed that if we wear protective gear fully, abide by precautions collectively, we too, including our staff, can stay safe. As time passed by, we kept on noticing that some patients or people who were ill were asymptomatic, who displayed no symptoms of the infection. We saw that close to 90 to 95% of the patients are those who recover without in-medication. Thus, with the passage of time, the fear of corona in the minds of people largely reduced. Today, what we refer to as a second wave that has come in this time, there is no need to panic this time around too. Amidst this occurrence too, if we adhere to the protective measures, such as wearing masks, using hand sanitizers, beyond that, if we maintain physical distance and avoid social gathering, we can carry on with our daily work and keep ourselves protected from this infection too.
Dr. Naveed, people have many questions regarding the vaccine too, like how much protection we'll get from the vaccine, how assured we can feel after the vaccine. Tell us something about this. Listeners will be greatly benefited.
From the time since the corona infection has surfaced before us till today, we don't have any effective treatment available. We can fight this disease only with two things. One is protective measures, and we have already been saying that if we get some effective vaccine, we can overcome this disease. Our country presently has two vaccines available, Covaxin and Covishield, which have been made here itself. Other companies too who have done their trials have found that its efficacy is more than 60%. And if we talk of Jammu Kashmir, till now 15 to 16 lakh people have taken the vaccine. Yes, quite a few misconceptions or myths about this have come up on social media enumerating the side effects. Till now in our place, no side effects have been found in vaccines that have been administered. Only things that are routinely associated with every vaccine. Someone getting fever, ache in the entire body, or getting pain locally where injection is applied. We have seen such side effects in all patients. We have not seen any gross adverse effect. And yes, secondly, some people had the apprehension that after vaccination, that is on getting the vaccine, some people got positive. In this, companies themselves have given guidelines that if someone is vaccinated, they may have infection, they can get positive. But the severity of the disease, that is its intensity in such patients, will not be so much. That is, they may get positive, but the disease cannot prove to be fatal in them. So we should remove from our mind such misconception about the vaccine. Whosoever's turn comes, because from 1st May vaccine administration program for all those above 18 years in the entire country will begin. It is an appeal to the people that come and get vaccinated and protect yourselves, and overall our society and our community will be protected from COVID-19 infection.
Dr. Naveed, many thanks to you and best wishes to you for the pious month of Ramazan.
Many thanks.
Friends, in this period of corona crisis, all are getting aware of the importance of vaccine. So it is my appeal that don't get swayed by any rumor about the vaccine. You all must be knowing that people above 45 years of age can benefit from the free vaccine that has been sent to all the state governments by the Government of India. Now from 1st May onwards, the vaccine is going to be made available for every person over 18 years of age in the country. Now, the corporate sector, companies too will be able to participate in the program of administering vaccine to their employees. I also want to say that the program of free vaccine by the Government of India that is going on now will continue further too. I appeal also to the states to extend the benefit of this free vaccine campaign of Government of India to maximum number of the people of their states. Friends, we all know how difficult mentally it is to take care of ourselves, our family during disease. But our nursing staff in hospitals has to do this very job continuously with so many patients at the same time. This sense of service is a great strength of our society. Only a nurse can tell properly about the service and hard work of the nursing staff. That is why, in Mann Ki Baat, I've invited Sister Bhavana Dhruvaji, who is providing her services at B.R. Ambedkar Medical College in Raipur. She's taking care of several corona patients. Come, let's talk to her. Namaskar, Bhavana ji.
Respected Prime Minister ji, Namaskar.
Bhavana ji,
Yes, sir.
do tell the audience of Mann Ki Baat how you have so many responsibilities in family, so much multitasking, and yet along with that, you're working with corona patients. The experience that you have with corona patients, people of the country would definitely like to hear that, because sisters, nurses are closest to the patient for the longest duration, so they can understand every aspect in great detail. Please tell us.
Yes, sir. My total experience in COVID is 2 months. We do our duties for 14 days and after that we are given rest. Then after 2 months our COVID duties are repeated, sir. When I was put on COVID duty for the first time, first of all I shared this COVID duty part with my family members. This was in May, and as I shared this, all got scared, worried. They started telling me that I should work with care. It was an emotional situation, sir. When my daughter asked me, Mama, are you going for COVID duty? It was a very emotional moment for me. But when I went near a COVID patient, I had left a responsibility at home. And when I met COVID patients, sir, they were much more frightened than them. All the patients were so frightened by the name COVID that they were not able to understand what was happening to them or what we would do further. To remove their fear, we gave them a very healthy environment. When we were told to do COVID duty, first of all, we were asked to wear a PPE kit, which is quite difficult to do duty with the PPE kit on. Sir, this was very tough for us. In 2 months' duty, I have worked everywhere. 14 days duties in wards, in ICU, in isolation.
That means, in all, you've been doing this very work for the past 1 year.
Yes, sir. Before going there, I did not know who my colleagues were. I worked as a team member. Whatever problem they had, I shared. I came to know about the patients and removed their stigma. There were many people who were frightened of even the name of COVID. They showed all symptoms. When we used to take their history, but because of fear, they wouldn't be able to get their test done. Then we would counsel them. And sir, when severity would increase, by then their lungs would have already been infected. By the time they came, they would need ICU by then. And with them, their entire family would come. So I have seen 1-2 such cases. And not just that, I have worked with all age groups. In that were small kids, ladies, men, senior citizens, all kinds of patients, sir. When we talked to them, they said that they did not come because of fear. We got the same answer from all. Then we counseled them, sir, that there is nothing to fear. Just follow us. We will support you. Follow whatever protocol is there. We could do only this much for them, sir.
Bhavna ji, I felt nice talking to you. You've given me quite good information. You've shared by your experience. Definitely, this will send a message of positivity to the countrymen. Many thanks to you, Bhavna ji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind. Hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters like Bhavna ji and countless others from nursing staff are performing their duties exemplarily. This is a big inspiration for all of us. Pay special attention to your health as well. Take care of your family too. Friends, Sister Surekha ji is now connected with us from Bengaluru at this time. Surekha ji is Senior Nursing Officer at KC General Hospital. Come, let us get to know about her experiences also. Namaste Surekha ji.
I am really proud and honored, sir, to speak to Prime Minister of our country.
Surekha ji, you along with all fellow nurses and hospital staff are doing excellent work. India is thankful to you all. What is your message for the citizens in this fight against COVID-19?
Yes, sir. Being a responsible citizen, I would really like to tell something. Like, please be humble to your neighbors. And early testing and proper tracking help us to reduce the mortality rate. And moreover, please, if you find any symptoms, isolate yourself and consult nearby doctors and get treated as early as possible. So community need to know awareness about this disease and be positive. Don't be panic and don't be stressed out. It worsens the condition of the patient. We are thankful to our government, proud to have a vaccine also, and I am already vaccinated. With my own experience, I wanted to tell the citizens of India, no vaccine provides 100% protection immediately. It takes time to build immunity. Please, don't be scared to get vaccinated. Please vaccinate yourself. There is a minimal side effects and I want to deliver the message like stay at home, stay healthy, avoid contact with the people who are sick and avoid touching the nose, eyes and mouth unnecessarily. Please practice physically distancing, wear mask properly, wash your hands regularly and home remedies you can practice in the house. Please drink Ayurvedic kadha, take steam inhalation and mouth gargling every day. And breathing exercise also, you can do it. And one more thing, last and not the least. Please have a sympathy towards frontline workers and professionals. We need your support and cooperation. We will fight together. We will get through with the pandemic. This is what my message to the people, sir.
Thank you, Surekha ji.
Thank you, sir.
Surekha ji, indeed, you're holding fort at a very difficult time. Take care of yourself. I wish the very best for your family. I will also urge the people of the country, as Bhavna ji, Surekha ji have narrated from their experiences. Positive spirit is imperative to fight corona, and the countrymen have to maintain the very same positive spirit. My dear friends, along with doctors and nursing staff, at the moment, frontline workers like lab technicians and ambulance drivers are also working in a godlike manner. When an ambulance reaches a patient, the family feels as if an angel has visited them in form of an ambulance driver. The country must know about all the services rendered by them and about their experiences. I have one such gentleman with me right now, Mr. Prem Verma ji, who is an ambulance driver. As his name denotes, Prem Verma ji does his work, his duty, with full love and dedication. Come, let's talk to him. Namaste Prem ji.
Namaste, Sir Ji.
Bhai Prem,
Yes, sir.
about your work,
Yes.
do tell us in detail. Also tell us about your experiences.
I'm on the post of driver with CATS ambulance, and as soon as control gives us a call on a tab, we respond to the call that comes from 102 and head towards the patient. We go to the patient, and for the last 2 years, we are continuing this work. We wear our kit, wearing our gloves and mask, reach the patient, and wherever they ask us to drop, in whichever hospital, we drop them as soon as possible.
You must have had both doses of vaccine.
Absolutely, sir.
Then, what is your message for others to get vaccinated?
Sir, absolutely. Everyone should get this dose, and it is good for the family as well. Now, my mom insists that I quit this job. I told her, Mother, if I too leave the job and sit idle, then who will carry these patients? Because everyone is deserting, leaving behind their jobs in this period of corona. Everyone is leaving the job. Mom tells me to leave the job. I said, No, Mom, I will not leave the job.
Premji, do not hurt mother. Try to convince your mother.
Yes.
But this thing you told about your mother,
Yes.
it is very touching.
Yes.
To your mother too,
Yes.
do convey my pranam.
Absolutely.
And yes,
Yes, sir.
and Premji, through you,
Yes.
these drivers running our ambulance service too.
Yes.
How much risk you all are taking at your jobs.
Yes.
And what does everyone's mother think
Absolutely, sir.
when this conversation will reach the audience?
Yes.
I definitely believe that it will touch their hearts too.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Premji. In a way, you are an example of what we call the flow of the Ganges of love.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Bhaiya.
Thank you.
Friends, Prem Vermaji and thousands of people like him today are serving the people by putting their own lives at stake. Ambulance drivers have also contributed a lot to all the lives that have been saved in this fight against corona. Premji, I commend you and all your colleagues across the country. Keep reaching on time, keep saving lives. My dear countrymen, it is true that many people are getting infected with corona. However, the number of people recovering from corona is equally high. Preeti Chaturvedi of Gurugram has also recently defeated corona. Preeti ji is joining us in Mann Ki Baat. Her experiences will be of immense benefit for all of us. Preeti ji, namaste.
Namaste, sir. How are you doing?
I am fine. First of all, as for COVID-19,
Ji.
you successfully overcame it.
Ji.
I would like to appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much, sir.
I wish for the faster recovery of your health.
Thank you, sir.
Preeti ji,
Yes, sir.
is it just you who got infected in the current wave? Or have other members of your family been affected by it too?
No, sir. It was just me.
God has been kind. Well, I would like
Yes, sir.
that you share some experiences of the state of your suffering. Then perhaps those listening in right now may also get guidance on how to handle themselves at such a time?
Sure, sir. In the initial stage, I got extremely lethargic, and after that, there was a slight soreness of the throat. I felt that these were symptoms, and so I got myself tested. On the second day, as soon as the report came in and I was diagnosed positive, I quarantined myself. I isolated myself in a room and consulted with doctors. I started the prescribed medications.
So, your family was saved due to quick action on your part.
Yes, sir. They got tested later too. Everyone else was negative. I was only positive. Prior to that, I had isolated myself inside a room. After keeping all my necessities, I locked myself in the room. And along with that, I again started medication with the doctor. Sir, along with medication, I started yoga and Ayurveda. Along with that, I also started taking kadha, decoction, in order to boost my immunity, sir. In the day, whenever I used to take my food, I took healthy food, which was a protein rich diet. I took a lot of fluid. I gargled, inhaled steam, and took hot water. I incorporated all of this as part of my daily routine. And, sir, I would like to say that these days, the most important thing is one shouldn't get worried at all. One has to remain mentally strong, and for me, yoga and breathing exercise helped, and I felt better doing them.
Yes. Preeti ji, now that your process is complete, you have come out of the crisis?
Yes, sir.
You've tested negative too?
Yes, sir.
So, what are you doing right now to take care of your health?
Sir, I have not stopped doing yoga.
Okay.
I am still taking decoction, and to boost my immunity, I am eating good, healthy food.
Yes, yes.
I used to earlier neglect my own self, but now I pay a lot of attention to my own being.
Thank you, Preeti ji.
Thank you so much, sir.
I think the information you shared will help a lot of people. May you stay healthy. May your family members stay healthy. I wish you all the best. My dear countrymen, today our personnel from the medical field, frontline workers, are all endeavoring 24/7 in service work. Similarly, other people of the society also are not lagging behind at this time. The country is once again united and fighting against Corona. These days, I see that someone is delivering medicines to families living in quarantine. Someone is sending vegetables, milk, fruits, etc. Someone is offering free ambulance services to patients. Even in such challenging times, in different corners of the country, voluntary organizations are coming forward and trying to do whatever they can to help others. This time, new awareness is also being seen in the villages. By strictly following the COVID rules, people are protecting their village from the corona. Proper arrangements are also being made for those who are coming from outside. Many young people have also come forward in the cities, working together with the local residents in order to prevent the rise of corona cases in their area. Meaning, on the one hand, the country is working day and night for hospitals, ventilators, and medicines, and on the other hand, the countrymen are also fighting the challenge of corona with a lot of heart. This resolve gives us so much strength, so much confidence. Whatever efforts are being made are of great service to the society. They strengthen the power of society. My dear countrymen, today we kept the entire conversation of Mann Ki Baat focused on the corona pandemic because today our biggest priority is to defeat this disease. Today is also Bhagwan Mahavir Jayanti. On this occasion, I convey my good wishes to all the countrymen. The messages of Bhagwan Mahavir inspire us towards perseverance and self-restraint. The holy month of Ramazan is also going on. There is also Buddha Purnima ahead. There is also the 400th Prakash Parv of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. A landmark day ahead is Pochishe Boishak, Tagore Jayanti. All these inspire us to perform our duties. As a citizen, the more we perform our duties with efficiency in our lives, the faster we'll move on the path of the future, free from crisis. With this wish, I once again urge all of you to get vaccinated. And we also have to take full care. Dawai bhi, kadai bhi. Get vaccinated and maintain all precautions. Never forget this mantra. We'll soon prevail together over this calamity. With this belief, I thank you all very much. Namaskar.